बदलते गए और कुछ नहीं बदला।
Okay, guys, I'm here for the last episode of this year. 2022, as it leaves us, does it leave us with gloom and doom, or do I see a silver light next year? Let me just say this, as far as the economy is concerned, I think India is going to be hit by severe headwinds, if not a full-scale storm. So let me just talk about some stuff, and I find myself a little bit amused when I hear this. 2022, a wonderful year for Indian economy, says the Prime Minister. And while he's saying that, you got all this kind of data that's coming out, right? For 1 year from January, government makes food grains free for 81 crore people. Government makes food grain free for 81 crore poor under NFCA for 1 year. Now, if this economy was doing so well, as the Prime Minister says, would we really need to give free food grains to 81 crores? Get this, guys. What this means is they've made 81 crore people in this country lose optimism about getting a job and being self-reliant. They've made these people into essentially a beggar kind of situation where they just don't have anything but 5 grains. But what is five kilos of grain? You and me, tell me. In a family, 5 kilo of grains with no cooking fuel. The gas is up to 1400 rupees. What is also going to do is going to create a huge amount of corruption, as always. And if things were so good in India or in Gujarat, as we are told, Gujarat man dies trying to cross US-Mexico border, and this is in a long list of many that have died in the last year or have tried to go with. Indices stumble on last day, but D Street stands tall in 2020. So the only thing going for us is this delusional stock market, which has lost touch with reality or the economic activity, and that's happened globally, but more so in India. But when you see this, FPIs pull out 1.34 lakh crores in 2022, highest ever yearly outflow so far. You have to wonder. A lot of the nationals will say, oh, finally the Indian guys are able to keep the stock market up. But what it also shows is it's absolute misalignment of savings going away from production into financial assets, which is not going to do us any good except again send the discrimination in income to a stratospheric level. And the reality is here, at 4.4% of GDP, current account deficit hits 9-year high. CAD surges to record 36.4 billion in September quarter. You have all the manufacturing sectors are slowing down, including the infrastructure sector, including the power sector, in all the core sectors. And look at what you have here. Debt of India. 43% of India's revenue goes in repayments every year as interest. Now it will shortly breach 50% of revenue earned every year. This is what you call, folks, a debt trap. And this is debt of India again. In March 2014, the debt of India was 55 lakh crores in 65 years of independent India. And today, as of March 2022, it is 136 lakh crore, and in March 2023, it's supposed to be 155 lakh crore, folks. That means we are in a severe debt crisis. And if our economy doesn't start turning up, and just remember the headwinds that are going to hit us, is the slowing down economy of the West, and our only future lies in exports. Anybody who delusionally says that there is enough money in India to drive domestic demand needs to go back to economics 101, that includes our finance minister. And then you have, I just remember what Adani did, right? It's really funny. He came up with an interview which just shows the amount of headache he's going to face with what kind of allegations, or the way Rahul Gandhi is named and shamed him. He's had to actually come out and give an interview, right? He sees the angst with the people and he starts his journey. Get this. He starts his journey by saying that Rajiv Gandhi was the first guy. Guess what? Rajiv Gandhi was the first guy that laid the first brick in his success. He names P.V. Narasimha Rao. He names Manmohan Singh. Hey, some things are changing, folks. And what does he say? Profit growing at twice the rate of debt, says Adani. If you see the rate at which his debt is growing, profits are going to mean very little. And this is why you see his valuation going up. LIC bets on Adani over 2 years, steadily increases holding in its group companies. And when they have nothing else, and what do they go back to? Congress, JDS promote family graph, Shah says during BJP rally in Karnataka. Time to end dynastic politics. Shah sounds Karnataka port. What dynasty, Mr. Shah? You have Jayant Shah placed in BCC here. You picked up everybody from the Gandhi, from the Congress, that's a dynasty, right? So you were saying Congress, Bharat, Mukt Bharat, it now seems to have become BJP, Congress Yukt BJP. Jai Hind and Happy New Year, guys. Tighten your seat belts because it's a rocky ride up ahead in 2023. Shut it.